Hello, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Please ensure to like, share, and subscribe. And also click the bell notification in the top right-hand corner to be made aware anytime I upload tutorials or videos to YouTube. All right, let's craft together. Hey guys, today we're going to be doing DTF, direct to film, on a 100% black cotton t-shirt that I got from Walmart. And it is a V-neck t-shirt, so we won't come down 3 fingers from the top. We're going to start right at the V. If you were doing a scoop or rounded neck, then you would actually come down 3 to 4 fingers from the top, depending on the size of the shirt. But today we're going to be doing 100% cotton, and it is a V-neck. So we're going to start right at the V with our design. Now this image, I have a combination of an image that I created in ChatGPT, which is going to be the image of the ladies that you're going to see. And then I brought in the wording from Creative Fabrica. So I will link the image file from Creative Fabrica in the description of this video. And that way, if anyone wants to use it and you have access to Creative Fabrica, then you can use that design for free. But if you don't have Creative Fabrica, why not, guys? You should all have Creative Fabrica. Like, it has all of your graphics, all of your fonts, courses, not courses, but tutorials to show you how to do certain art projects and things like that. And you can get it for the low of about $49 for an entire year. So you can pay for it that one time and be done for it for the next 12 months, which is what I would highly recommend. I will link my affiliate code in the description of this video tutorial. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and jump right into CAD Link and bring our image in. I am using 13 by 19 film, but my image is going to be a little bit smaller. So we will be using 13 by 19 film. I'm using my Epson EcoTank 8550, which I've had now, I don't know, maybe about 5 or 6 months. If I think it's been about that long. Maybe 5 months that I've had it. I do want to tell you guys that I went on vacation to Florida, and I left out on a Wednesday and I came back on a Monday. And during that time, I did not have any daily maintenance being performed on my Epson 8550. And so I came home and I was concerned because you do have to do daily maintenance with this printer. Um, but I went ahead, I did the print head cleaning twice, 2 times, and then once I finished the print head cleanings, the white printed, I printed an image and it printed with no problem. So I didn't have my white ink to get clogged or anything like that. So I'm very happy to know that even though I didn't have the daily maintenance being performed on my Epson EcoTank 8550 every day, that it only took 2 print head cleanings and then it printed white with no problem. Now, when I did the print head cleanings on the print that comes out, the white didn't show up. So I was a little concerned, but something told me just do an image and see what happens. And so I printed an image and the white printed out perfectly. And since then, my white has been showing up on the print head cleaning. So again, I was gone from that Wednesday and I did not do the daily maintenance that Wednesday. So I left on Wednesday and came back on a Monday. And during that time, there was no daily maintenance and my printer was fine. So I thought I would pass that on to some of you who are concerned that if you take a short vacation, that, your printer is going to get all clogged and the white will get clogged and mess up your printer. But that didn't happen to me. So I would highly recommend to do 2 print head cleanings and then just go ahead and do a test print and you should be good. All right. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and jump into CAD Link and bring in our image. And we're going to go ahead and get our image onto our black 100% cotton t-shirt. And that's the great thing about DTF, guys, is when you're doing DTF with this printer, You don't have to worry about if it's cotton or polyester or what kind of fabric it is. And you can do DTF on any color. So today we're going to be doing black. Now I did take my design into Cricut Design Space and I did put a white offset around it because this image is kind of dark. And I wanted everything to show up really nicely. So I did do a white offset on the image. And then I changed the lettering that I got from Creative Fabrica. I changed the color of it to white as well. So I think it's going to look really nice on this t-shirt. All right. You guys chime into the comments and tell me what you think. And hey, I know I've been gone for a while, but I just needed a mental break, y'all. Um, I needed a mental break. But I'm back now. Okay. All right. So we're going to go ahead and jump into CAD. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and bring up CAD link and get this party started. Give me 1 second here. All right, let me give CAD link a moment to come up here. So you can see I have my film size set up to 13 by 19. So that's the film size that I have. We're going to go ahead and click on the plus sign here and grab our image, which is this design here. And we're going to click on open. Now, when you get that message about the quality of your image, you can change the quality of your image directly in CAD link. So once this changes to pending, you're just going to click on it and we're going to click on the image and select supersize image. And we're going to change the resolution from 96 to 300 and click on OK. And that's going to change the resolution for us. And we'll click OK. Now I'm not going to move this white, which looks like just white space up here because my lettering is actually white. So I'm not going to crop this image. I'm going to leave it just like it is, but I am going to change the sizing. So we're going to make our sizing about, let's go 11.5 by 12.5. Okay. And then we're going to close that up. All right, so this is our design that we're going to be working with, and we're going to go ahead and click on this icon here that says center at top, and that will center the image onto our 13 by 19. And now all we have to do is to click on the print tab here, but let me go ahead and load my 13 by 19 film into my printer, and then we'll move over to the printer and see how it comes out. So I think I'm going to change this to 12 by 12.5. Oops, messed that up. Okay, so we're going to do 12. All I'm doing is adjusting the width and height. And we're going to do, there we go. And we're going to lock that back. I think I like that size better. 12 by 13.5. That's going to be the size of my design because I want it big on my shirt. All right, so let me grab my film. Hold on 1 second. All right. I'm going to go ahead and click on print and get this printed out. All right. guys, we have our image getting ready to print out. And so this is the Epson EcoTank 8550 for those of you that are seeing my video tutorials for the first time. Like I said, I've had my printer for about 5 months or longer now, and I've not had any issues with this particular printer. So I absolutely love it. Now, when you are printing, and you can close this, you don't have to keep it open, but that's just if you want to see the ink as it's being laid on the film. But as you're printing, guys, you always want to have a piece of cardboard or something where the output tray is, because that is going to keep your image from having a smear in it. Because your output tray on the Epson EcoTank 8550, it has a dip in the built-in tray, and so to keep your image from being smeared, you want to make sure that you have a piece of cardboard or something on that output tray so that your image comes out flat and without any dips or smears in it. So we're going to allow this to print. You're going to see it come out here in a minute. And when it's printing, it's going to lay the white ink down, or the color ink down first, and it'll put the white on top unless you don't have white in that part of your design. So my lettering is in white, so it's just going to lay down white for the lettering. But when it comes to the ladies, it's going to lay down the color of the ladies first, and then it's going to put white on top of the image, and you'll be able to see it here in just a moment. So I can see my film is getting ready to come out right here. Now I have my heat press heating up because we're going to, once we put the DTF powder on top of this wet ink, we're going to have to cure it. And when we cure it, we're gonna put the image under the heat press, and we'll use the high temperature. I'm gonna put it at maybe about 380 for 180 seconds to allow the powder to cure. And then once we do that, we'll lower the temperature on the heat press, and then we'll heat press it at about 325 for 15 seconds onto our black t-shirt. So you can see our design is starting to come out here. I'm going to put my gloves on, so when I get ready to handle the DTF powder, I'm not handling it with my bare hands. So do highly recommend that you get some disposable gloves, guys, so that, you know, you're keeping yourself safe when using or working with DTF powder. And you don't want to touch this ink when the image is done. You don't want to touch this. You can only touch it after it has been cured. Once it's been cured, you are good to go. Okay, so now we can see our ladies are starting to come out here. We have our wording at the top, our sisters make the best friends at the top, and then the ladies underneath. So I'm going to move this over just a little bit. Alright, so this is the powder. I have the powder in this tray here so that I can close it when I'm not using it. And I'm going to scoop up some of it in this cup here. pour this onto our image. So this is the side that has all the ink. This is the wet side. And then this is the dry side. So you're going to put the powder on the wet side. So I'm just going to pour that on like that. And then I like to take it and just go back and forth until I cover the entire design with the powder. You want to make sure you get everything nice and covered. And the good thing about this, guys, is that the powder is reusable. So the powder that I'm about to shake off and put back into the container, you can use it on your next image. So you're not losing the powder, and it lasts a nice time, pretty long time. All right, so we're now going to go ahead and cure this image using my heat press. So we can close this back up. And my heat press is still getting up to the desired temperature. So I'm going to set this right here, and then once the heat press is ready, we're going to take this over to the heat press and we're going to cure this. Once we get it cured at the high temperature of about 380 for 180 seconds, then we'll be able to touch this, because right now we can't touch it. But then once it's cured, we'll be able to take this and put it on our t-shirt and heat press it at 325 for 15 seconds. And then I do a final press just to make sure everything is nice and secured after I do that press. So I'll bring you back once my heat press is ready. All right, guys, we now have our image on the heat press. My heat press is a 16 by 24. For those of you that may want to know the size of my heat press. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this down, bring the lid down, but I'm not going to lay it directly on the image. We're just going to get it to where it will start to press the image, so to speak, but it's not actually physically on the image. We're just using the heat, that high temperature at 180 seconds for at 380 degrees Fahrenheit, just so that we can cure the powder. Okay, so I'm going to hold this down and allow my image to cure, and I'll bring you back when we're about 5 seconds out. All right, guys, we're about 5 seconds out. All right, so now our image has been cured. You can touch this and not have to worry about any ink being on your hands. That's the purpose of curing this, so that it will adhere to your garment. So this is our design now. So I'm going to lower the temperature on my heat press to 325 and the time to 15 seconds. Give me 1 minute here. So when you get ready to press it onto the garment, you lower your time and temperature. Now I'm going to do a pre-press on my shirt just to get out any moisture and all that good stuff. So let me take the tag out of here. But again, since this is a V-neck, guys, you're going to start right at the V with your image. You're not going to come 3 fingers down. And this shirt is a size large. Did it too tight. Press it for about 5 seconds, and we're going to allow my heat press to cool down to the 325, and then we'll be ready to go ahead and press the image onto our cotton t-shirt. All right, so come back in a moment. All right, guys, we have our heat press now cooled down. We're gonna go ahead and place our image right at that V. Right at that V instead of this extra film right here. Cut that off. All right, that looks good. Go ahead and press 325 for 15 seconds. All right. Peel. That part right there is giving me a bit of a hard time. So I'm going to cut this off. My second press, I'm going to leave that. I'm going to put this, move this down. Sometimes your heat press, guys, won't have the same pressure all around, so sometimes you kind of have to adjust your garment. So I'm going to adjust this. Second press, just like that, 15 seconds. See if this is ready now. There we have it. So it is all done. Let me turn my press off. And then, all right, guys, here's our shirt completed. Sisters make the best friends. So that is it, and that is all. This is using direct to film, and this is using the Epson EcoTank 8550. So chime in and let me know if you have any questions, comments, concerns in the comments area, and I will respond. And that is it, guys. This is my shirt, and I'm in love. So again, I will put my affiliate link for Creative Fabrica for the Sisters Make the Best Friends image in the description of this video tutorial, and I'll also put the image file for the Sisters Make the Best Friends. So you'll have that and my affiliate code in the description for Creative Fabrica. All right, guys, that's my story. I'm sticking to it. You guys know my motto is each one reach one, so that each one can teach one. And you guys have an amazing day. Bye.